Hello.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts.
Hello everyone, Richard back, and it is time to start doing some quests. And I'm just making sure. Yep. We are going to go back to Velen. And we need to go right there. Oh, well, I'm not out of fast travel. Okay. Where is the fast travel post? Oh, it's right there. So now we can start doing all these fun little side quests and
While searching for the witch Ciri had
the main
quarreled
quest
with, Geralt
eventually.
ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt it always lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
So the good rule of thumb when you're doing quests in this game is do side quests and Witcher quests and treasure hunts first, because you get very little experience for it. And then do the main quests. And you'll find that you get levels very, very quickly if you do the main quest. So main quest is like the last thing you should be doing. Alright. Let's go figure out what's going on with the House of Reardon. did not realize how close that was to Downworm.
Must be the manor the old woman mentioned. One less to worry about. Not a single sign of monsters. Locals are either imagining things or someone scared them off.
Ghosts of the past. While traversing the hospitable lands of Velen, Geralt came across an abandoned farming estate. Upon entering the estate's farmhouse, he discovered that was seemingly uninhabited. It was crammed full of deadly traps. Someone clearly did not want any uninvited guests snooping around the place. Geralt decided to find out who and why. So that's level 6 as well.
One less to worry about. Something's not right. Problem solved. Traps everywhere. Gotta be careful. A tripwire. Problem solved.
There's traps everywhere.
One less to worry about. A sort of attic. Gotta get up there somehow. Might be just long enough to reach that upper level. Let's see what's up there.
Bravo, Geralt. Avoided all my traps.
Letho.
Yeah, didn't expect to see you either. You one of them?
Them? You know I work alone. Question is, what are you doing here?
Waiting for them. The ones trying to kill me.
Well, got nothing to fear from me. Took a job from an old woman. Supposed to get rid of the monsters here.
Did that already. Count on you remembering that when you collect your pay.
Who'd you piss off this time?
Emperor just decided to get rid of me. I'm an inconvenient witness after all. I've run into loads of men out to kill me ever since I left Loch Ween.
Now I understand all the traps.
Gotten real careful.
For good reason. Don't look a bit like lost travelers.
They're not. Means Lewis sold me out.
Lewis?
Old friend, kinda. Did a few jobs together once, a while past. Lewis recommended this place to me.
You've grown careless. Let yourself be drawn into a trap.
Nah. Only traps here are the ones I set. Gotta get rid of them. Coming?
Lead the way. We got a plan of attack?
Yeah. Improvise.
Get him! Don't let him catch his breath!
Okay, where's those archers?
Don't let him catch his breath!
Goddamn fools.
Shoddily armed for assassins.
They're just scouts. Came to see if Lewis was telling the truth. Rest must be waiting nearby.
And your old pal probably knows where.
He was the only one knew I'd be here. Must have told them. Think me and him are due for a little chat.
Could be interesting. Love to see it.
Come along. Sight of two witches should loosen his tongue that much quicker. Stay close to me. It's one of those places that's hard to find if you don't know where to look.
Well, let me loot some bodies.
Stick closer, Geralt.
Hey. There is loot. Where are they? Okay, so some of these things we're finding are very, very useful.
This Lewis. Somehow doubt he's one of your best friends.
You know how it is in this trade. Drink with someone in the evening, check if he's robbed you in the morning.
How'd you meet?
Was before Foltest kissed this world goodbye. Lewis was a wanted man in Aether. Hefty bounty on his head and normal contracts were hard to come by. So I decided to catch the bastard, make some coin. Tracking him down proved easier than killing a drowner. He was, merrymaking at the Golden Hanged Man, smack in the middle of Hag. Nabbed him, tied him up, but the guard post didn't open till dawn. So we had a few hours. Started talking, killing time. Chat was so nice that once dawn came, I let him go.
And that's why you trusted him? Felt he owed you one?
I was stupid. Stupidity can cost you, but betrayal costs even more.
So, 1 second. Reardon Manor, abandoned estate of the once prominent Reardon family, relatives of the royal Laveau dynasty. So, if you just press A while on the road, you just follow him. It's really cool. It's one of the rare instances where that automatic follow on the road is nice. Oh, we discovered some treasure. Once you discover something, it permanently stays on the map, so I can come back and do that later. Oh, and there's a bandit camp. Nice. Just going for a leisurely stroll. Whoa. I'm going to assume this is not going to end well.
Lewis will be happy. Letho, greetings. Good to see you, alive and well.
Oh, yeah?
Of course! We're old mates, ain't we? Who's your friend?
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher.
Another one? What's this? Prime contract available in the area?
Sit down. Care for a drink?
I don't drink with traitors and rats.
Whoa, let's be civil now. Remember, you're on my turf.
Arno Vesta's men showed up at the manor. You were the only one knew I was there.
They'll be nipping at your heels for a while. Said so yourself. Perhaps they finally caught a whiff.
With your help.
You've not been here 5 minutes, and already you've offended me twice.
No insult worthy of scum like you.
Careful, men! They're witches! Witches don't attack humans!
Make an exception for you.
It's too chaotic. I'm gonna loot this place.
Lie still or you'll bleed to death. Tell me where Vestor's men are. I'll give you something to staunch the bleeding.
They're north of here. In Lindenvale.
I'm curious. How much does the life of an old mate get you these days?
Things been shy of late. And we fell afoul of the Black Ones. Vesta showed up one day, offered half of the bounty on your head, and a letter of absolution from the Emperor. You got to understand, you don't say no to an offer like that.
I understand.
Hey, my medicine!
Gotta understand, Lewis. You don't betray men like me. Time to see Vester.
Going with you.
Horses!
I'm gonna rob your camp.
Damn you! There's rabid dogs here! Now leave me alive!
Well,
Have mercy!
yeah.
Damn you!
Let's see.
Horses!
I'm gonna take everything in your camp.
Damn you!
Man, there's some nice stuff in here.
Horses!
Where is he?
Damn you!
Let's set fire to him.
Take it easy. Arno Vester, Nilfgaardian name.
From Mechner, I think. But he's hunted and killed everywhere from the far south to the Dragon Mountains.
Why have I never heard of him?
Goon goes by different names. Brandon Vilf, Apple Saxon, Manfred Wimplebottoms.
Manfred Wimplebottoms? Good name for a clown.
Ones he's done in sure weren't laughing. Preferred method, rip the teeth out one by one, then cut the mouth open ear to ear. It's how they punish deadbeat debtors in the Nilfgaardian underworld.
Quite the career. Underworld to serving the Emperor in his court.
Yeah, scum does usually float to the top. Keep your eyes open.
Think they're really here?
Don't know. But like I said, I've grown real careful.
Lindenvale.
What happened to your mum?
Gloria's still unwell. Head's hot as a half, and she's seeing things.
Ought to take her into the swamp.
And I would aim it, baby. You know I've been eating bark grass since the new moon.
Sisters don't want food.
What then?
You'll see.
Yeah, you'll see.
If only me man weren't forever getting tossed at the tavern.
Sent my young'uns to get mushrooms.
Nice mounts.
Gotta be worth more than the
Yep.
entire village.
You know how it is.
Come on.
I've too many mouths to feed.
What kind of mother are you?
More food for the rest now.
I've seen cases.
What's in the barn?
Hey!
Got company? Run and find your parents. Tell them to grab whatever's valuable, take you and flee. Got it? Good. Give this to your mother. Now run.
What was that?
Compensation. Stay here and don't interfere, no matter what happens. Plug your ears.
What the blazes?
A bolt of lightning or something?
Shut up, all of you. Letho of Gullet. Good to see you, alive and well.
Funny. Second time today I've heard that lie.
It is no lie. You will certainly fetch a higher bounty alive.
Really? How much?
Enough to buy me an estate in Kovir, where I will lie about eating fruit till the end of my days.
Not bad. Not every man gets to know the price on his head.
Most men would prefer not to have one. But why have you come? To make my life easier?
We were passing by. Decided it was time to finally meet the famous Arno Vester in person.
I am flattered. Shame we'll not get to know one another better.
Why? Going somewhere?
No, simply because I will kill you in a moment.
Want to kill me, but you don't even know me. Not nice. Think I have to punish you for that. But I won't kill you. I'll just cut off your hands. Cut off all your hands, one man after the other. Till the end of your days, those stumps will remind you of the mistake you made.
Bloody hell. You fucking dimwit. I hadn't time to exchange 2 words with the man.
He provoked me!
We have no quarrel with you, but one false move and
And what?
you will end like him. What say
You guys
to
look
that?
like you're about done.
What do I say? Simple. You're as good as dead. Any last words? Zanguibarian venom. Something's fishy.
You still here?
They'd have cut your head off if I hadn't been here.
So you proved useful after all.
Could have told me.
No fun in that.
You alright? You're conscious, but the Zanguibarian venom could still kill you. Got the antidote?
Saddlebag. Take it in a minute. Couple of days I'll be like new.
What was it for, that whole farce?
Told you. I'd been on the run since Loch Muin. Loads of pursuers. Got ambushed once, almost died. So I decided it was time to end it. Once and for all. Found Vasto's gang and paid off his arbalist. You just witnessed the rest of the story.
What about Lewis? Was he part of this plan?
Nah, a minor complication. Though his betrayal, it did get me thinking. But I had to risk it. If you hadn't cut down every last witness, I'd be a free man. Letho of Gullet is dead. Word of that would have spread across the continent in days.
Wouldn't have done it if you'd let me in on your plan.
Told you not to get involved. Well, my plan's in shambles. I should really disappear.
You could wait things out at Kaer Morhen.
With your friends from the School of the Wolf. No thanks. Could end badly.
Tell them I sent you. They'll understand. Give you space.
Kaer Morhen, you say? Why not? Got some loose ends to tie up, but then I'll head there.
Help you somehow? Need anything?
No thanks. I'll be fine.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen.
See you, Wolf.
Okay, I think that quest is done. Ghosts of the Past. What does one expect to find inside an abandoned country manor? Dusty crockery, moth-eaten doilies, a moldy trophy buck, perhaps, if its inhabitants trot out the wild side. Certainly not the most wanted man north or south of the Uruga, yet that, dear reader, is exactly who Geralt found when he entered such a manor in Lendenvale. The assassin of kings himself, Geralt's old acquaintance, his sometimes friend and sometimes enemy, Letho. He was hiding there from bounty hunters out for his scalp. Geralt, now fully able to remember how Letho and two of his colleagues once saved Yennefer's life, could not refuse him help. But Letho did next prove he was both clever and fearless. In order to get rid of the bounty hunters breathing down his neck once and for all, he took a crossbow bolt to the chest and faked his own death. This caught Geralt by surprise, and sadly the Witcher doesn't always handle surprises with much tact or subtlety. Instead, he usually does what he did this time, namely murder all and sundry within sword's reach. There were thus no witnesses to spread the false news of Letho's death, and the wanted man was right back where he started. Geralt proposed that his old acquaintance seek shelter at Kaer Morhen. Letho hesitated, but in the end accepted the offer. While traversing the inhospitable lands of Velen, Geralt came across an abandoned farming estate. On entering the estate's farmhouse, he discovered that it was seemingly uninhabited. Okay. Yes, and then we have... Is this new? There's nothing here. Characters. Letho. Some friends you see after many years apart, and you immediately develop a headache. Not out of antipathy, but as a somatic premonition of the hangover sure to follow your drunken reunion. Seeing others, however, gives you an itching pain in your back and a desire to reach for your blade. For Geralt, Letho of Gold had a foot in both of these camps. This renegade witcher of the School of the Viper had the blood of at least 2 Nordling kings on his hands, the fruit of his cooperation with Nilfgaard's emperor, and Miravar Emrys. Accused of these crimes, Geralt was forced to chase down Letho to clear his own name. Now both walked away from their final confrontation in the ruins of Lochmuin alive and unharmed. Geralt did not think he would ever see Letho again. It thus came as quite a shock when he happened to cross Letho in a barn loft somewhere in the war-ravaged Temerian borderlands. It turned out Letho's former employee was less than satisfied with his performance and had set a variety of bloodhounds on his trail. In these circumstances, the presence of another witcher to guard his back was more than welcome. Geralt remembered the care Letho had given Yennefer, and in a show of solidarity, decided to help his former companion deal with his pursuers. In order to shake the hounds off his trail, Letho had decided on a risky maneuver, faking his own death. His plan would have worked perfectly, too, had Geralt's hero reflexes not been a tad overstrung, causing him to butcher any and all witnesses who might have spread the news. After that, there was nothing more for Letho to do but disappear. Geralt proposed he hide out at Kaer Morhen for a while, and after a bit of thought, Letho agreed. Awesome. I need to go back to do the House of Rearden. Okay. This. Except that I want to first go back to the house to collect my reward. And I haven't finished exploring it. Where is the fast travel? Okay, it's that way. He totally blew up the house.
So you're that white one?
To the woods? Alone?
You know how it is. I've too many mouths to feed.
What kind of mother are you?
More food for the rest now.
Wild Hunt swooped down on them because they didn't respect the ladies.
Pox on us all if it's true. Master Witcher, there's an elven burial ground in the caverns nearabouts Midgard.
Ever eaten tree bark? Me.
Okay. I am going back here. Let us see. Ah, yeah. So let's fully explore this place. We can start here. Sturdy barn key.
Where this opens.
Well, probably it opens the barn.
Look like twins. Old woman's brother. Must be.
Okay. Wait, there's more? Oh. Okay. We've already read that.
A journal. Little wear and tear.
Dolores Reardon's diary, the 3rd of Fianna. Hot summer days have come earlier than usual this year. Humbert has grown unbearable. He gets angry whenever I accompany the milkmaids to the river. He says I'm not to fraternize with the help, but what makes him truly furious is when I converse with Jan and Fred. He claims a well-born lady should not mix with men of lower rank. That doing so undermines his rightful authority over them. Perhaps once the summer swelters begins to fade, he'll become more tolerable. The 20th of Fame. The boredom weighs heavier and heavier upon me. I love my brother, and I'm glad we do not sell the estate after our parents die, but at times I daydream of what it would be like to live somewhere else with other people. The 43rd of Fame. We've a guest. He's the son of the Lord from somewhere near Gore's Velen. A hunt took him across our land, and he asked for lodging. Oh, what joy. Finally something is happening. The 15th of Lamas. The time has come to admit it. I love Roderick, and I feel he loves me too. I hope Humbert will be pleased. The 18th of Lamas. I told Humbert about Roderick and me. He flew into a rage. He said that match was out of the question. Perhaps I can convince him otherwise. The 21st of Lamas. Humbert remains implacable, but I shan't abandon the love of my life for him. If I've left with no other choice, I will run away with Roderick.
Someone's journal.
Okay. So, there's something going on with the sister and brother. Can I climb that? Whoa. Hang on. Is there nothing up here? Okay.
Somebody lived here once. Something here. A chest. Dolores.
I have the key. 100 crowns. It's actually like decent loot here. Is there anything? Oh, there's stuff back here. Okay. Okay. Do. What is this? Huh. I am looking for the cellar. Why am I having trouble finding this? Where is it? Why can't I find this place?
Dolores.
Hang on. Behind the building? Is it this building? Ah, yeah.
No one's been here in a long time. Strange. Wall looks like it was put up later than the others. Skeleton in the closet. Happens in the best families. A man. His 30s, 40s maybe. A couple of pages missing. Torn out. The pages missing from the journal. And thus I die, in darkness of hunger and thirst. God's have mercy.
There's a body. Inventory. Alright. It is time to go talk to Dolores about this. Where's the fast travel? Okay. Where is she? I just want that. Yeah. So there's a body in the basement behind a brick wall, and that's where that person died.
returned. What's become of my home?
It's safe now. Got some hard news too, though. Found your brother's corpse bricked up in a wall. And this.
So, Roderick, my husband, he killed him. Gods.
Sorry.
The truth can be cruel, but one can't turn back time. And perchance, did you find my chest with my treasures?
Yeah, pretty generous as rewards go.
You've earned every last bit.
Time I was on my way.
Gods guide you.
So the House of Rearden is completed. Speaking of that brother, while in the manor, Geralt happened across a most unusual find, the body of a young man bricked up behind a wall. It seemed this was no Macabry bricklaying accident, but a grisly murder. The man was Humbert, Dolores' brother, and his murderer, Dolores' first husband, Roderick. He returned to Dolores to tell her this, and now learning the truth froze the old woman's blood in her veins, and undoubtedly took years off the already short time remaining to her. She was grateful to Geralt for the information. When Geralt arrived at the Rearden family manor, he found that Litho had long ago rid the place of the beast that once prowled it. All that was left for him to do was to tell the woman that her former home was now safe. When Dolores heard the news, she was beside herself with joy, as the place was closely tied to her fondest childhood memories, to the day when she was young and beautiful and lived there with her brother and parents. Dolores moved back into her family manor and lived there in peace and comfort to the end of her days. It does have a happy ending, but it's got a twist. Her husband murdered
and a cup in my right hand.
Had murdered her brother. And we just knew that there was a lot of tension there. Okay. Next stop is not Kira. No way. It's Fool's Gold. And that's right here. So we're just going to knock these level 6 quests out of the way. And then probably I would say level 6 and level 7 quests should just get knocked out now. And then we'll go back to the main quests. Use Witcher senses to examine the pigs.
Ordinary pig by the looks of it, but my medallion's going wild. Yontek's right, they're enchanted.
1 second. So, we have enchanted pigs. Okay. Hi, Yontek.
Yontek?
Hi.
The pigs. They do seem to be magic.
Aye, cause of the sorcery. It done turned them all that way.
So those pigs, they used to be humans?
Aye. What did you think? Help them, turn them back.
What changed the people into pigs?
'Twere magic. I done gave Igor the key, he gathered them all, off they went.
What key is this?
Listen, here. Opens the hog hut, that does.
Where'd you get the key?
I found it. Showed it to Igor, right? And he told all the folks to go. Then they was changed.
Need to take a closer look at the, hog hut. Where is it?
Why, it's that away past the hill. You walk and walk, and then you're there. Got it?
I'll find it.
Hog hut. Okay. This is a really strange quest. And I often wonder if Yontek is like... Is he okay? Because he doesn't really seem with it. Wait, what? Okay. I need Hangman's Venom. Come here.
Damn it.
Oh, come on. I really need enhanced swallow potion. That would help as well. I need cat. Oh, I have enhanced cat, so it will last longer. That's nice. Feline steel sword. Cat school gear treasure hunt. Nice.
Yontek's key fits after all.
Alright, let's find out what's here.
A lot of people came through here, and there was something heavy. At least a few people were here. Dragged something out. Medallion's vibrating. Pig must be from the village, too. Wait, that sounded like... You understand me? All right, let's try this. 1 oink for yes, 2 for no. Got it? Don't know how long you've been here, but you gotta be hungry. Got something tasty for you. Guess it was tasty. All right, let's talk. Yontek mentioned that only the herbalist and the alderman were missing from the village. Makes you one of them. You Klaus, the village alderman? You're the local herbalist? Heard about you. Igor? Nice to meet you. I'm Geralt. Know this place? This a tomb? We in a temple? Wait here, I should look around. See you later. At least a few people were here. Dragged something out.
So we're in a temple, huh?
Hog hut. Makes sense now.
Like a
One
pig temple?
gold coin at the bottom. Gold must have been kept here.
Okay. Dive. Anything else I should do? This has been flooded. Look for clues in the hog hut using your Witcher sensors. Yeah.
At least a few people were here. Dragged something out. At least a few people were here. Dragged something out.
Trying to.
Grass stains on the shirt. And an herb sack underneath. Must be that herbalist Igor's.
Talk to the pig.
I'm back. All right. There was gold here. Know what happened to it? Gotta talk to Yontek about this. Think I know what happened. We're in a temple, and there was a tub full of gold here. Yontek found the key, showed it to the villagers, and they got greedy. Thing is, no one realized the gold might be protected by a curse. To lift it, we gotta bring back the gold. I should ask Yontek, maybe he knows where it is. Whole transformation seems like a mean joke, or else badly cast by someone who tried to do it with their feet.
Alright, let's go talk to Yontek. I will meditate.
What now, you piece of filth?
Okay, what we got are wolves, so let us get beast oil.
Last one. Village is safe, for now. Yontek?
Aye.
Finally know what happened to the locals. They fell victim to a curse.
Oh, so... Can you...
What the fuck is going on with Yontek?
Yes, but I'll need your help.
Oh. Alright.
You weren't transformed like the other villagers. Gotta say, I'm curious why.
Well, 'cause I didn't go with them.
You didn't take any gold from the temple?
Nay. Why would I?
Some gold was stolen. That's what caused the curse. Know where the gold is?
I done hid it.
Well, you gotta return it. And all the villagers need to be there when you do.
Oh. What?
Get the gold, and I'll get the pigs together. Meet by the mill, and we'll all go to the hog hut. It ought to work.
Well, he's going to save them. I'll get the gold.
Gotta herd the pigs there somehow. Axie, maybe?
But seriously, everything about Yontek is weird. Like, he doesn't understand what's going on, but it seems like he does.
Get moving. Towards the mill, piggies. Wait for me there.
Okay, where are more pigs? Over here.
Move it, lard ass.
Okay, there's gotta be more pigs somewhere. Over here.
Time to go, Porker.
That's a human that they were eating.
He's all here. Except for Igor.
Igor's waiting for us. Remember, once we're there, put the gold back where it was.
You get the pigs. I'll do the carrying and dropping off.
Let's go. Move.
Okay. I have we might have ogroids attack us. Where's my ogroid oil? Oh no, I don't have ogroid oil? That's super annoying. I also don't have relic, but that's not as pressing. Igni or Yurden, I'm not sure. Yurden doesn't seem to slow down ogroids and necrophages much
Come
I
on,
have to
get over
protect
there.
these pigs.
Keep moving. Hurry it up.
See, they're right there.
Beasties! There's a herd of them!
Go, go, move.
Protect them!
Lost your nerve?
Defend them! Beasties! There's a herd of them!
Come on, get over there.
Protect them! Defend them! Beasties! There's a herd of them!
Oh, crap. God.
Protect them! Defend them!
I really need Gwen.
Beasties! There's a herd of them! Protect them! Defend them!
It's okay. I need to move.
Go, go, move.
Freeze off!
Wait.
I'm myself again. Thank you. Too early for joy. We need a head count of human heads.
For almost all of us. Thank ye, White One. Yontek brought me here. Lucky to have him among you.
But it were Yontek brought us the key. Must have known the goat was cursed. He didn't want to go with us.
But I didn't... 'Twas Igor. Igor wanted...
Won't get out of this, dung breath. Get him!
Help me!
First one to raise a hand against Yontek loses it.
No, no. We was just freaks likely to gut us. Let's go from here, quick.
Ooh, thanks.
Probably shouldn't go back to the village. Could end badly for you. Need to find another place for yourself.
Oh, right. Whatever that means. Godspeed now.
So my thought is, they have no proof that Yontik knew this was cursed, so I'd rather just not let him kill him. Let's see what the conclusion of that was. Fool's Gold. After he dealt with the bandits and talked to the fool Yontik, he said about visiting the village huts and the pigs who dwelt in them. Yes, that's right, pigs. Geralt quickly realized they They were not merely farm animals running amok while their masters were away. After all, in this time, Velen was gripped by famine, and people had long ago eaten all domestic animals. The pigs were in fact the cursed inhabitants of the village themselves. With Yontuk's help, Geralt started to investigate this curious matter. Before long, Geralt had unraveled the riddle of the village of the swine. He discovered its inhabitants had broken into the treasury of some forgotten god, made off with the gold that was his by divine right, and were cursed into hogs as a result. The Witcher lifted the village's curse, but something of the swine must have remained within them, for as soon as they could utter something more than a grunt, they began tossing around baseless accusations. Yontuk became their scapegoat, and Geralt had to defend the poor fool from lynching. Alas, such is human nature. We are ungrateful and hypocritical to the point where one almost prefers the company of pigs. I think that the Elderman was just greedy. What I don't understand is how Yontuk got this key. That there's some weird stuff going on with that quest. I am just checking. Kira Metz is the lowest. Okay. Let's close that up. Witcher contract. Yeah. Jesus Christ, there's so many Witcher contracts. That's what's next. Talk to the contract issuer. I should probably meditate. I do wonder if Yontuk is evil, but his behavior is so weird that I can't figure out if he is. His behavior is so... Like, he may have known that was cursed, and he probably knew people were greedy, and that might be something he could have thought of. But I don't know if he was capable. Like, it's either a tremendous acting job, an acting job so tremendous that the weirdness of his reactions are uncategorizable, or I don't know. I really don't understand what was happening there, because the reality is it's weird that he got a key to an ancient forgotten temple. Like, how did that happen? That's the one thing in the quest that I don't understand. Something that kind of makes sense is that he did know. That's how he got the key. I don't know. How did he know? I don't claim to understand it. Alright, so there is a quest over here.
In a hurry.
What's it, you clod? You, white one.
Look at all these refugees.
Bloody Baron know you're here?
Huh? What do you want?
Hear about the notice. Got monster trouble?
Trouble? Good one. We're not having trouble. We're up shit fucking creek. Some shaggy fuck knows what sitting in the woods attacking every plough and transport that dares take the high road. When he out of bolts, arrows, rations, all around, fucked. Sent a patrol out. Looks never came back. So the job's simple. Bring me the fucker's head, and I'll give you gold. As much as the notice says. I'm not going to haggle. Quartermaster won't budge. But I can throw in a pass that'll get you across the Pontar. So, deal?
Sounds fair. See what I can do.
Okay. They got something's hitting their supply chain, huh? God, Velen is a miserable hellhole. Why anyone would want to live here, I don't know. Alright, what are we looking at? I know this is guarded by Alguls.
What now, you piece of filth?
So if you just Axie the Alguls, you can take care of them. 2 is not so bad. 3 is when it can get problematic. I also don't really have a great silver sword at the moment. So what do we got?
Clawed and gnawed. Necrophages fed here, but all the wounds they inflicted are post-mortem. Looted bear. Either someone stole the cargo after the monster attack, or our monster collects military paraphernalia.
One of the things I love about the game is that what is a monster is so blended between humans and real monsters that you can't tell the difference. And the game does this very well.
Footprints. A survivor? Either that or the monster's a humanoid. Clawed and gnawed. Necrophages fed here, but all the wounds they inflicted are post-mortem. Look like claw marks, but here, an arrow. Shaft's broken off right at the skin. Something's fishy here. I should follow these tracks.
Yeah, okay, let's follow these tracks. I mean, it's clear humanoids attacked and necrophages came after.
Might want to around some.
Oh, that was not what I was trying to do. So many groaners. Oh, come on. Okay. I will meditate.
One step more, and you'll gain a new hole in your head, Dwan. What do you seek here? Speak!
Need to talk to your commander. It's important.
I don't trust you.
Figured as much when I saw your bow aimed at me. Still have me in your sight. And I'm just not prone to doing stupid things. I can assure you of that.
I'll be assured when you hand me your weapons. Come on, your swords. Drop them, and I'll take you to Venosio.
Fine. Lead the way.
That gun. Strange. No monsters trouble us.
Might not trouble you, but the Redanians are convinced something prowls these woods. Hired me to kill it.
Well, they're mistaken. It's not the first time. There's no monster here. Your work is done.
This isn't a game. Men have died.
Soldiers have died. Radovid's soldiers, serving a man who torments the End-Shade from the Great Sea to the Blue Mountains. Soldiers who joined in massacres, tortured our brothers, raped our sisters. I shan't cry for them. And will not stop attacking those transports. We must eat, same as you. So you've a choice. Leave now and forget what you've seen, or die.
Do what you will. I'm not about to get involved.
Give him his things, and toss in something for those transports. Wise decisions should be rewarded. Vafael.
Do I have to? I don't have to re-equip. Nice. Okay. Dragonoid oil. That's gonna open up some things. Do I even have what I need? Ergot seeds. You have to buy that. Alright, let's swim. So you're wondering why I didn't, dispose of them, and it's because I don't really want to kill people that are just doing things to survive, and I don't think this is my fight as well.
How you like that silver?
And Redania sucks right now. I mean, they're burning mages. Oh, come on. I make one mistake and the stupid... I don't want to fight them.
And this be the Witchman, the freak of nature. Bit more interesting things from
Master the trade.
Ah.
What's your walking?
You're back, finally. Did you get the beast?
No. Searched the woods, didn't find a thing. Might have moved on.
That, or you one shite witcher. What are you still doing here? You're not getting any coin. Just a kick in the arse if you're lucky. Get lost.
So, quest woodland beast. That's not. Should be, yeah, it should be completed. Let's see. It turned out the woods did not hide a shaggy fuck knows what, as the captain of the guard put it, with a bandit Scoia'tael. They were the ones attacking the transports. The Witcher Codex would recommend charting a neutral course in such a situation. Geralt, feeling the pain of the elves a lot, and his very marrow duly followed that recommendation. And the fun fact, if you could betray the Scoia'tael there, later on you can get ambushed by the leader near Novigrad. What the fuck? Okay. Next quest. Is there another Witcher contract? I guess. Yeah. This one. Now, where's the nearest fast travel? Oh. Right there.
Can't believe you find him hanging from a branch in the woods, sir.
There's demon blood everywhere.
In a hurry.
Okay. She is there. I believe there's a Gwent match. And there might be something else, but I don't remember. I swear there's Gwent from Maddie. Oh, I already played him. Fist of Fury. I already did it. Okay. Then it's time to go talk to Kira. It's been a while.
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison, or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But nay, the mage, he says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Why'd you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think.
Oh,
Enjoying the country
it doesn't
air,
remember that I've asked
admiring
these
the
questions.
I'm in hiding.
Lead the persecution.
Yes, that's exact. Witch hunt.
Changing the...
Yes, I would actually like to buy
the old
something.
witch who lived here.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
I do want a look. Holy moly, look at all of this stuff. I've never read the Lodge of Sorceresses. The Conjunction of the Spheres? Travel Between Worlds? I haven't read that either. And apparently I haven't read that. Formula Career Rift. What I'm looking for is ergot seeds. I should probably just buy 10 because I think I'm gonna need more. Rangarin, I'll just buy 10. I'll just buy that. I have plenty of money. I might need some green mold, so I'll just buy that. Okay. Done. I need Andriga Heart. Okay, that she can't provide. Relic Oil. Mistletoe. I need mistletoe. Getting some of these basic oils is going to help a lot. Perfect. I have another decoction. Noonwraith. Significantly limits the duration of knockdown, hypnosis, stun, and blindness. They do have a strong suit there. Actually, yeah. Okay.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think. Your image. That's all you care about.
The point is, Listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later, maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realise what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke Isle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
Okay. I need to be tracking this. Horrible curse has befallen Fyke Island over the tower that stood upon it. Half a year prior, Lord Vesserad had moved this court there, seeking shelter from approaching Nilfgaardian armies. While famine raged all around, the Lord of Velen wallowed in excess and cared not a whit for his suffering vassals. The gods thought fit to punish him, and towards this end cursed him. One day, a host of mice scurried into the tower and proceeded to devour everything, including Vesserad, his court, and his resident mage, Alexander. The isle had been haunted since that day, and fishermen feared to sail the lake, putting yet another dent in the already battered local economy. The local peasants thus asked Kira to lift the curse, and she turned to the Witcher for help. Enticed by Kira's charms and her promise of additional rewards, Geralt took on the task. The sorceress equipped him with a magic lamp he could use to commune with dead souls, gave him a firm pat on the rear for good luck, and sent him off to lift the curse. Yeah. Is the bestiary? Yeah, this is done. Vesserad. News of the Nilfgaardian army's approach led nobles of all ranks and orders to pack up their silver and flee post-haste to safer harbors, abandoning all thoughts of defending their patrimony and leaving their lands at the invaders' mercy. Lord Vessered was no exception to this rule. The magnate had ruled much of Velen from his base at Crow's Perch before fleeing with his family to take shelter in a tower on Fyke Isle. The safety he sought there was not, however, to be found, and the massacre in which he was slaughtered became the source of a great many ghastly rumors and legends. According to one of them, Vessered, unmoved by human suffering, had his mage poison starving peasants who had come to him to beg for food. A hideous tale, yet one that sadly seemed plausible given the desperate conditions in the land. Kira Metz got an update. Kira then asked Geralt for another favor, lifting the curse from the tower in Fyke Isle, curses and favors being what Geralt does best. He obliged. Inventory. I just got some books, too. The Conjunction of the Spheres. Scholars have many vices, possibly the worst among them is a tendency to describe the simple and unnecessarily complex terms, to dress the plain in the garb of false learning. The Conjunction of the Spheres might serve as an excellent example of this. This name, so mysterious to a commoner's ears, could be replaced with a much simpler alternative. When the worlds collided. The phenomenon itself can also be explained in terms simple enough for a child to understand. Imagine, dear reader, that our world is a ship sailing on a great sea. From its deck we can see other distant vessels. Those are the stars. These vessels each bear their own goods and their own crews. They usually pass us at some distance, barely visible specks, even viewed through a spyglass. Once every few thousand years, however, a storm breaks above this cosmic sea, a storm so strong it tosses the ships towards one another, making them sail cheek by jowl. Part of the crew of one ship can at such times move to another, and some of the cargo from one ship's hold can spill onto a neighboring vessel. When the weather calms, the ships separate once again and sail their separate and invariably different ways. The so-called post-conjunction beings, namely monsters such as ghouls and basilisks, are precisely such passengers from another vessel, and we humans are castaways flung against our will from somewhere far away into a world previously inhabited by the elder races. Once here, we learn the arcane mysteries of magic, unbeknownst to us before. Could the worlds collide once more? Perhaps. Can this cataclysm be avoided, or the opposite, hastened? Some scholars believe there are beings who have mastered this skill, who possess rare genes, allow which some to seize the helm of our vessel and steer us, to safer waters or to our doom. The Lodge of Sorceresses. The first fiends of this lodge were Philippa Eilhart, Lady of Montecalvo, Tris Marigold of Maribor, Kira Metz of Carraris, Margarita Laux Antele, Celia de Tansarvel of Creighton, Sabrina Glassvizig of Ardcara, Frangilla Vigo of Beauclair, Francisca Fendabar and Ida Emin, Elven Woman, Asire var Anaid, and a Yennefer of Vingerberg. On the summit of Bald Mountain they gathered, witches all, to swear fealty to their devils and demons, their masters and lovers, and to a promise to bring doom upon those living in peace in the northern realms. 'Twas they who stood behind the murders of Demivend, king of Aedirn, Voltus, king of Temeria, and many other noble men besides. 'Twas they who brought about the outbreak of yet another war with Nilfgaard. 'Twas they who sent plague and pox against decent God-fearing folk. Yet take comfort, dear reader, for their deeds shall not go unpunished. Our gracious leader Radovid, fifth of his name, saw through their lies and swore to their deaths. Death is inevitable, as it shall be painful. Travel between worlds. Also of his ilk are the many world legends about people captured by the wild hunt, only to return to their homelands after years of riding the sky with a spectral cavalcade. Academia has for the most part dismissed these tales as mere epiphenomena of human irrationality. I, on the other hand, always operate on the assumption that a grain of truth lies in every tale, and so I've decided to make it my goal to find it. After years of research, I have ascertained with great certainty that travel between worlds was once indeed possible, though only to a select few. The key is the so-called Elder Blood, or rather, to use the scholarly term, the gene of Lara Dorn, the powerful elven sorceress. By comparing her genealogical tables against all known folk tales, I have been able to determine that she and her descendants were the archetype of the world's traveling heroes of many legends. The bearers of Lara's gene possess an extraordinary talent which allowed them to move through time and space and to reach realms beyond the borders of the known world. The overwhelming majority of them, however, did not know how to control this. It would only manifest itself in extreme situations pushed out by sudden bursts of emotion or when the bearer's life was at risk. That is how the above-mentioned Orpheus, in shock after the death of his wife, could in fact journey to another world, which he foolishly mistook for the afterlife. The hurricane provided the pressure needed for Theodore, terrorized at home by his zany Uncle N, to unleash his talent and teleport to a world free from madcap antics. And if we read between the lines, we clearly see Asilia was a prostitute and a Fistech addict. The ferret hole represents how, when she had reached rock bottom, she whisked herself away to another universe to get sober. Unfortunately for any future Akela says, the sad conclusion of my research is this. Lara Dorn's line has been irrevocably cut off. The last bearer of her gene, Cyrilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon, heiress of the throne of Centra, died childless many years ago. That's funny. They think Cyrilla is dead. Or that guy does. And an invitation from Kira Metz. That must be completed? And indeed she did not, but nor did she mean what you or Geralt had in mind. In truth, she had a favor to ask. You wanted Geralt to help her track the curse afflicting the Isle. That is true. That's that. So we will continue to do this one. Okay. And there is a boat. Yeah. The boat is going to go all the way to here. This is Fyke Isle. It's a pretty interesting quest. I will save that for next time. Richard out.